File. Redacted. Evidence. File number 2. Shift. Change.
Damn it! Oh, hey! Have you only just got here? You're so late. You wouldn't believe the morning I've had. Do you want to talk about it? I woke up late. As I was leaving, I pulled my jacket and it must have caught my mug and I spilled coffee down myself. At least you got changed before you got here. Don't laugh. It reminds me of the time you had one too many tequilas and tripped and spilt the whole pitcher down yourself. Oh, don't remind me. What was even in that jug? Something blue, I think. Definitely blue. My shirt is still stained. I think you should embrace it. I'll happily tie-dye it for you. Do you think it would suit me? It would. And it would be way more comfy than your semi-professional attire like this. Hey, what's wrong with my outfit? No, there's nothing. Nothing at all. You know, not everyone can get away with no dress code and your fashion choices. What's the issue with my clothes? I just wouldn't want to get human body all over my band tees. Gown and gloves, Lils, or do you think I wear them for fun? I know you hate wearing them, but you look like a proper little professional. I better not be a height joke. It wasn't meant to be. Yeah, sure. What are you doing here anyway? You weren't looking for me, were you? I had a file for you, so I left it on your desk. Email's quicker. I may have also been checking in on the detective, just to make sure he's settling in well and is happy. And is he? Seems so. He's grateful for a nice cup of tea. I'm sure. Oh, come on, you two can't still be at each other's throats. Not always, but he can just be so annoying. Well, can't we all? He has no real conversational skills. He's just blunt and rude. It's like he always has something to prove. He's good enough to be a detective. Like, being here isn't enough. Reminds me of someone else I know. Okay, that's not fair. He's got years ahead of me in the job. I mean, DI in London is nothing to be sniffed at. And you've been part of the ADCU for a number of years now, but sometimes it seems like you still try to plead your case and prove your worth here. Yes, but I am getting better. I know. All I'm trying to say is maybe give Ash a break. It must be very strange to him being here. It's not like London round here, and I'm guessing they don't have an ADCU, so he's a real fish out of water. You're very quick to defend him. Oh, don't start. Actually, you've been quite a regular visitor these past few days. I'm sure you even know his coffee order by now. He doesn't drink coffee. Oh, of course. How could I forget? It's been ages since I've seen you this smitten. I'm not smitten. I'm being nice. Haven't you got a job to go to? Oh, that silly old thing. I guess I should go and check out that file. Of course. I'll see you later.
Morning.
Is it? Well, thank you for the observation.
I believe Rory left something for you.
Yes, they told me.
Huh.
I bumped into them in the stairwell.
Ah, well, I actually wanted to ask about... Well, I have a few questions.
I'll try to answer them all.
Okay, first question. What is this place?
Well, Detective, this is an office.
If you're not going to take me seriously...
Okay, sorry. The Alternative Designated Crime Unit, or ADCU, is short for a kind of offshoot of the Specialist Crime Unit.
But why does this unit exist?
My guess it was the result of many reports in the 70s of terrible figures and scary apparitions. All in all, I'm pretty sure it was only meant to be a small unit to deal with the complaints of the growing number of bad acid trips.
And now?
And now, it's a small unit, but we just get lumped in with all the miscellaneous crimes that aren't deemed important.
Sounds boring.
It is. Next question.
You said the others were on the other side of the floor. Does that include your partner? Lillie?
No.
No?
I don't have a partner.
I did assume the position had been made available. That's why I was brought here and...
The position has been open for a while. I assume there wasn't a rush to fill it in as an attempt to downsize. Imagine my surprise when you get transferred.
So it's been a while since you worked with another person then? I'm just wondering why you have such an issue with my role in this case. I get I may be quite different to your old partner, so...
So what? I had a partner, then I didn't. And now you're here. And that brings us up to date.
Okay.
Okay, if that's all your questions answered.
Actually, Rachel Willis, the possible witness that Sky told us about.
She's being brought in tomorrow for an interview.
That was quick.
I'd rather not waste time. Here, the file that Rory left for me just details the information gathered from the bodies and some more key points from the original murders.
Thank you. Detective?
What exactly did you want to know about Rory? That was what you wanted to actually ask about, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me get this out there. They're a really good friend. They're great at their job, and yes, they will definitely know your exact tea order by now.
Why do they spend so much time over here at the offices?
Do you think they're overworked over there in the morgue? I think they actually like being around people who are actually alive.
You guys seem really close.
I also know Rory would be disappointed to see your tea going cold.
Huh. Oh, I forgot about it.
Drink up.
For fuck's sake.
Have you tried turning it on and off again, Ron?
I don't think this will turn back on.
Don't give up. Maybe 10 times a charm.
I do miss your jokes, Lillie. Why'd you keep yourself hidden away in the office?
Well, the biggest reason is my computer in my office actually works.
Sure.
What's that about?
Oh, nothing, except all the computers on this side are cursed.
You can't be serious.
You can ask anyone here.
You must be the new guy. Hi, I'm Ron.
Good morning.
Don't mind him.
Miss Willis is upstairs in interview room 4. Maybe be a bit gentle with her. She seems very on edge.
Of course. Thank you, Ron.
Good morning. My name is D.I. Ash Langley, and this is D.I.
Lillie. Lillie Vincent. Hello.
Lillie, where's the recorder?
Huh?
To record the statement?
Oh, we just use a CCTV and pen and paper for any extra notes.
Right, okay. Okay. Can you verify your name, date of birth, and why you're here?
Rachel Willis, born November 3rd, 1988.
And why you're here?
Well, I guess it's...
It's okay. Take your time. Would you like anything? A glass of water, maybe?
No, thank you. I don't want to be here, really. I don't have much to tell you.
We're led to believe that you were near Mulholland Drive last Wednesday.
I was. I like to walk by the road, by the field, just off the road. It's very peaceful.
You haven't been back since Wednesday, though, despite the fact that the road is open back up to the public.
No, I haven't. Well, you don't think I had anything to do with the murder?
Well...
Of course not. We have reports that you were walking home at the time of the murder, but we still need to know anything you saw.
I don't know anything.
I realise this can be stressful, but we need to just try. Think back and you might be able to remember something. Or...
I don't know anything.
Okay, alright.
You're not as convincing as you may think you are, Miss Willis.
Ash!
Excuse me?
Look, even someone who didn't see anything worthwhile would try to defend themselves in this situation. You have given us no information apart from the night of the murder. You were near the area.
But you know it wasn't me.
Sure. But if it wasn't for those reports of others giving you an alibi, you'd be a prime suspect. So let's recap. You took a walk, and the only direction you can get access to the field is down the same road past the house where a murder happened to occur. At the same time, you were in the area. Does this sound correct to you?
Yes, but...
So what time did you get home that night?
I don't know.
You should. These evening walks, as we've been told, were daily routine for you. So I assume you'd go at a similar, if not the same time every day, right?
Yes.
This means you probably walk the same distance and you would get home at a similar time every day. So Miss Willis, what time did you get home?
I guess probably 10, 10:30. That's when I usually get home.
And how long does it take for you to walk from the field to your house?
I guess 20 minutes, 30 sometimes.
How long did it take you on Wednesday? I couldn't hear you, Miss Willis.
About 15 minutes.
Wait, what? Why?
I ran home.
But that would mean you walked up Mulholland Drive just before the murder.
Are you still insisting you didn't see anything?
I'd like to leave. I have nothing to say to you.
Please, Miss Willis, we just need to know...
Sit down, or we will detain you for withholding information.
I don't know, okay? I didn't see the murder or the body. I'd never seen the man before. He was just stood there. How was I to know what he was doing?
It's okay. You're safe here.
How did you see him?
He was stood staring out the window of the house. I just about saw him. His eyes.
What did he do after you saw him?
He just stared at me. But the look in his eyes, like he had years of anger built up.
He didn't look scared? Guilty?
No, he looked hungry. It scared me, and before I knew it, I was running home.
And you didn't think to call the police?
What was I supposed to say? Excuse me, officer, a man stared at me.
But you didn't come to us after the murder was announced? Why?
I'm not sure.
It's okay if you're scared. We're just trying to get any information and catch this guy. If you're worried about your safety, then we can give you some protection.
There's nothing you can do. My dad was 16 when those killers were around. He would tell me all about how long it took the police to catch them. They had this whole town terrified. And now it's happening again.
How do you know?
Look. I've already said too much, so I will leave you with that. I don't want to be contacted again unless you're telling me you've caught the guy.
Oh, okay. Thank you for your time, Miss Willis. I will show you out.
I'll see you back at the office. I've got to take this over to Rory for them to look at.
Sure. Fine.
Come in then.
I'm just here so we can clarify information from the interview.
Interrogation.
Whatever. What did Miss Willis actually leave on the table? I didn't get a good look before I left.
An envelope. Had some bloodstained money inside. I've dropped it over to Rory already.
Money? An attempt to pay her off, maybe?
Or a threat.
You weren't very fair to her, you know.
I'm sorry.
It's not me you need to apologise to. She was obviously scared and needed support.
It was my understanding we were retrieving a statement, not making friends.
I was trying to put her at ease, to comfort her.
You were coddling her.
You were attacking her.
And if it wasn't for my techniques, we wouldn't have the information or the forensic evidence that we have now.
We would have the same results if you'd followed my lead and you'd been kinder.
Or you would have been gullible enough to have believed the whole I don't know anything act, and you'd have let her walk.
Why are you so insistent that I don't know how to do my job?
Because I've yet to see you do anything that abides by protocol.
If you're going to throw the book at me, you can file for a proper disciplinary meeting.
I just might.
What the hell is your problem? You know what? You need to work on your people skills.
I will, when you work on your professionalism.
Fine.
Hello? D.I. Ash Langley speaking. How can I be of service?
Good afternoon, Detective. My name is Leonard Montgomery.
Leonard Montgomery III. I remember your name from my transfer papers. How can I help you, boss?
I'm simply intrigued in regards to your well-being. You settling in well?
Settling in well, thank you, sir. Putting one of your nice offices to good use.
Ah, good to see that someone has taste. I designed them myself, you see. I wanted the rooms to encourage productivity. I hope you find yourself as comfortable as possible.
Thank you. I look forward to meeting you in person finally.
That time will come soon enough, I'm sure. How are you getting along with your partner?
We've been getting along fine.
Ah, good, good.
Sorry to be abrupt, sir, but might I ask what the purpose of this call is? Other than to seek my approval on your office design choices?
Ah, yes. Now, Detective, I need you to listen carefully. I was hoping to speak to you in person. I do so hate the impersonal effect phone calls have. I hope you understand what you must do with the information I am to tell you. Your partner is lying to you. Whatever they've told you is wrong. Whoever you think them to be, they cannot be trusted. The coroner knows this too, and they're both keeping this darn secret from you. I hope you can put those smart brains of yours to good use, figure it out, and shed some light on this secret. Don't let them know that you know. Best you not meet the same fate that their previous partner suffered.
What?
Goodbye, Detective. For now.
What the hell? Yeah, come in.
Hello, hello. Oh, God. God, you look like you've seen a ghost.
So would you. What do you want?
Oh, well, I bought you a,
You just what?
well,
Why are you always here? You are always lingering like a ghost. I don't know what your game is, but I don't want any part of it. Don't! We are not friends.
I'm sorry.
Sure.
Well, look, I bought you a cup of tea. Just how you like it.
Just go.
Okay.
File ended. End of recording.
Case File Redacted is a podcast created and produced by Amber L. Walker and Kassia-Marie. This episode was written by Kassia-Marie with additional material written by Amber L. Walker and was directed and produced by Amber L. Walker and Kassia-Marie. This episode featured Amber L. Walker as Detective Lillie Vincent, Kassia-Marie as Dr. Rory Valentine, Phillip Nikola as Detective Ash Langley, Christian Nndonda as Ron, Jessamy James as Rachel Willis, and Ethan Balderson as Leonard Montgomery III. Case File Redacted is licensed under Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial Share-alike 4.0 International License. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time. And from all cast and crew at Case File Redacted, happy holidays.